KDB. KDB. KDB.
Beats Planet.
Listen, chat. Listen, bro. Let me tell y'all something, man. I just got off the road about 30 minutes ago. Dog ass, tired and exhausted. You know what I'm saying? And Will Steele was like, man, Voch, I understand you just came back from Dallas celebrating with me. Me and you was chilling, Texas Live and all that. Like, yo, Voch, man, I know you're exhausted, man, but you can feel free to take the day off and we'll just try again tomorrow. I just told Will Steele, I'd be damned. We're not finna call in sick on this. We're not gonna use the PTO on this. We're not gonna use the designated days off on this. The people need to hear me. I'm not saying that my importance is particularly more important than anyone else's, but my opinion, is different. I encourage y'all to take everybody's opinion in. It may sound like I'm attacking people. I may say a name or two. Danny Savage. What's the other boy? Just these nuts, them boys.
One of them. Yeah, whatever.
The Philadelphia underdog fellas, the East Side Herald fellas. See, I don't put faith in these particular type of individuals. I don't put particular faith in these type of individuals. Because it's three types of them. It's the media pundits, right? It's the fans of other teams, right? And then it's our own family members, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. I don't expect the media entities to do right by us. They out here trying to get their bread. I understand. I don't particularly, feel the need that teams, from the opposite team, like fans from the opposite team, they don't need to do right. But like Alex, the Eagles fan, if we lose and he come in and drop them eye emojis away, I don't hold him to that. East Side Herald, I don't hold him to that. Philadelphia, I don't hold them to that. We fight for different reasons, right? But it's these Cowboy fans in particular, right? It's the Cowboy fans in particular that'll rather be right than to win a playoff football game. We're gonna talk today. Have your opinion. Don't let it have you. That old thing, Because what happens with these people, Will Steele, is they get so comfortable in this little world. In this little world, where they don't have to experience change, where they don't have to deal with the hurdles of adversity, where they don't have to deal with the idea that, hey, look, sir, I'm going to call you out on this thing. Bring your facts. Bring your facts. That's why like all these people line up pre-stream Will Steele and be like, all right, y'all, on to San Francisco. No.
Facts.
If I play center and Will play quarterback, and Brumley played head coach or something, yes, we got to focus on San Francisco. Voch play volume. You know what I'm saying? what I'm talking about? We'll still play A to Z. Like we're going to take our time with this one, right? But it's these goalposts. How one day, accident waiting to happen. I'm terrified of this defense. Vita Vea. Tom Brady, right? But when you experience change in that sector, now you go, they below 500, right? That ain't nothing to talk about. They below 500. Tom Brady, 45, like that old nonsense, right? They talk out both sides of their neck, you hear me? Because they've grown so comfortable in this world, Will Steele, this world where they just get to change their mind whenever. Being say, if you let a lie live long enough, it start to become the truth. And that ain't really true because the truth is the truth. But if you lie long enough, people believe that shit, Will Steele. To where Dan Orlovsky can come out here and he'll be like, Dak Prescott's been bad when he's throwing interceptions. Will Steele, Voch Lombardi, other qualified film people will tell you, hey, man, look, Dak throwing interceptions. But he's still that guy when he's throwing interceptions, right? Like it's context in our work, right? But all the dudes that's, number one on your list or number two or number three on Dan Orlovsky's list, all those dudes are throwing the same kind of picks. Why can't they sustain them picks? Why can't they sustain that? Because it don't fit your narrative though, right? See, Tom Brady being 45 years old fits comfortably in your narrative now because it was Cowboy W at the end of it, right? If Cowboys lose, Tom Brady is a legend. He know how to turn that shit on. You feel me, Will Steele? But since the Cowboys won, he's all of a sudden 45. He been 45 with the young girlfriend that he needs Boston. What's the name of it? Boston Mutual? That's a bank. Boston Scientific, right? He needs that. You know what I mean? All these new things come into play, right?
Yeah.
Right? But the Bills can barely beat a backup quarterback. The Bengals can barely beat a backup quarterback. We beat the shit out of a legend. We don't get credit for that. I need
Come on.
See, and Dak Prescott the only one they do this with, Will Steele. Man, I was driving this shit, man. I was just riding the truck, man, just listening to all these heifers, all these cows, just make excuses, Will Steele. They was making excuses, Will Steele, and something came across my mind, bro. If Dak Prescott is so ass, if he's so mediocre, if he's so average, if he's so Teddy Bridgewater, if he's so not top 10, if he's so outside of the top 10 of the quarterbacks in the playoffs, why does he have Super Bowl expectations, sir? What? Will Steele, when Andy Dalton start doing Andy Dalton shit, you know who we compare Andy Dalton to? You know what I mean? He may get thrown in a box with Taylor Heineke or something, you know? You know what I'm saying? When have we ever heard, hey, if Davis Mills don't take care of business, he ain't gonna win a Super Bowl like this. I'm getting rid of Davis Mills if he don't win a Super Bowl this year. Why don't we say these things, Will Steele? Oh, Jameis Winston not earning his money. Why don't we say things like that, Will Steele? Because these quarterbacks are at this bottom level, and that's what we expect of them. Why? Because they're not good quarterbacks. Zach Wilson go out there and does nothing. Nothing. You know what we don't say? Oh, Zach Wilson missed the playoffs again, goddamn boy. His job is up. He missed the playoffs. We don't say none of that. So how come? Dakota Prescott. In one breath, you go, he's ass. That's two, Will Steele. Ass. But 30 seconds later, you fix your mouth and you say, he's not like Josh Allen. He's not like Pat Mahomes. He's not like Joe Burrow. You are your peers, Will Steele. This is a peers-based business. I was talking to Jesse Holly the other day. Just a little name drop of something we was doing yesterday. You know, I told Jesse Holly, I said, you know what? People only think Noah Brown is trash because he's compared to his peers. But he's one of the best athletes in the world, Will Steele. Yes, Noah Brown can beat me in a foot race. He's a better wide receiver than you, Will Steele. But amongst his peers, that's when we started to have that conversation about Noah Brown, right? So how come when Dak Prescott, right, Will Steele, how come when Dak Prescott, you know, when he comes back, he starts to lead the league in all the quarterback metrics and QB yards and such. How come when he's doing that, right, and we compare Dak Prescott to his peers, how come we don't say things like, yo, Will, before you know it, we're going to start putting Dak in the category with Kirk Cousins, goddamn. How come we don't say shit like that, Will Steele?
Facts.
See. Now, when we get like Mike White or something, Will Steele, right? Say Mike White go out there and throw for like 400 yards. What we say? Hey, Mike White keep doing this. We might have to put Mike White like in the Carson Wentz category or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You know who your peers are because we're going to constantly remind you who your peers are. So if Dak Prescott is mid, if he's trash, if he's ass, if he's not top, if he's not top 5, if he's not top 10, if he's 12th on your quarterback list, if he's right above average, why the fuck we keep comparing him to the best in the league, Will Steele? That's my problem. They going to have to hear from me today, sir. Even our beloved Colin Cowherd, they're going to have to hear from me today, sir. Volume, if you just happen to be pulling these clips, how come we don't hear nothing from these people, right? Will Steele said this, and great minds think alike. Will Steele said, if your disrespect gonna be loud, say it, Will. I said the shit wrong. Say it, Will Steele.
It's all good. Be as loud in your praise as you were in your disrespect.
Now, see, we didn't plan this out, right? But as I was planning my monologue today, I was thinking about battle rap. Will don't really get into battle rap as deep as I do, but there's this battle rapper, Easy the Block Captain. And Easy the Block Captain, he said, if you disrespect me in public, then in public is where we talk about it, right? Don't disrespect me on some big platform. Don't critique me on some big platform. Don't be wrong on some big platform. But then if I hit you up, Dan Orlovsky, if I hit you up, and say, hey, bro, what the business is, right? You just under my tweet, right? You don't quote tweet it to go out to your audience, right? You just hit right up under my tweet. Yeah, Dak is doing all right, right? Because when you're on TV, Dak Prescott will not do X, Y, Z. But when we call you out, you go, yeah, man, Dak's having a pretty good game. No, sir. I need you to be just as loud. I need you to be just as loud with your disrespect. So I just got questions. How come when Dak starts to do stuff like this, people start calling, you know what I'm saying? They just call off of work, Will Steele. Why is this the case? Why do people start calling out of work? You know what I'm saying? How come, and it's me back talking to the volume right now, how come some of my volume coworkers, right, they'll be like, oh, Dak Prescott and Cooper Rush, that's the same thing. But when we get evidence otherwise, we never come back to that topic, right? Oh, Dak Prescott can't lead the Cowboys to a playoff win, but we see something otherwise, we don't readjust that. We don't come back to that conversation. Or Dak Prescott not only wins a playoff game, but Dak Prescott plays damn near perfect in a playoff game. Why don't we come back and readdress that, Will Steele? It's these conversations that we're not having. Then how come when it comes to Dak Prescott's credit, we make this some other shit, right? When we was playing the Colts, Will Steele, what we say? Hey, man, Matt Ryan ain't shit, but that Colts defense is really good. How come you compare? How does that turn into for these little pundits out here, Will Steele? How does that turn into, oh, Dak beat Matt Ryan? That's nothing.
Or Gardner Minshew.
Right? Gardner Minshew, Voch, that's nothing. Don't worry about the top Eagles defense he just beat. That ain't nothing. Or how about this, the best passing defense, and the Eagles were so high on the pass rush list, past us in the pass rush list, but Dak Prescott puts 40 on those guys. We don't talk about that, right? How come now, right, this Buccaneers defense that's to be respected? Because a lot of y'all feared this Buccaneers defense a couple weeks ago, right? This Buccaneers defense that's to be respected. How come all these people getting on their television? How come all these people getting on their social medias? How about all these people getting in these comments? I'm looking right on the right, and all of a sudden this turns into Dak Prescott versus a 40-year-old. How about Dak Prescott versus Devin White, or Dak Prescott versus Vita Vea, Dak Prescott versus Ghost? What was his name?
Golston, Hicks, Davis, Todd Bowles.
Yeah. Todd Bowles, a legend in Todd Bowles. Legendary defenses in Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles that called the defense that smoked Pat Mahomes in the damn Super Bowl. Dak Prescott goes out here and does legend numbers on him. But all of a sudden, we talk about the 45-year-old. I be damn. I be damn. Not today. Dak gonna get his respect today. Dak gonna get his respect today. Vaj, why you caping for Dak? Vaj, why you doing all this for Dak? Vaj, why? Because y'all not and you should. That's why. Because y'all not and you should. That's why. Give this man his respect, Will Steele. Just like you give it to these other characters that can barely beat Tyler Huntley. Respect us. Respect Dak Prescott. He's earned it. And then we'll move on to the 49ers. But we'll only move on after we celebrate this little thing of ours. Let them move on to next week. We're celebrating this thing of ours right now. But when you go out into the streets, chat, you ain't got to do what I just did. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to come out here and scream in somebody's face. You might get arrested. Leave to going to jail for me. But just when you out in these streets and they talk about your quarterback, bro, just tell them to yield. Just tell them to yield. Because every time they put one of these obstacles in front of Dak Prescott, not only does he gets past it, Will Steele, but he gets all the way he runs through the shit, Will Steele. He doesn't just barely, he goes crazy.
Yeah.
He goes crazy, Will Steele. And we talked about this. If we're going to do anything in this playoffs, it's on the shoulders of 4.
And we said that, didn't we?
It's on the shoulders of 4, Will Steele. We're going to live and die by 4, regardless of how this defense plays. Regardless of how this defense plays, it is on the shoulders of 4. And if Dak Prescott, which I think he can, if Dak Prescott does this 3 more times, Will Steele, what they gonna say then? You can't win 2 Super Bowls, motherfucker. You can't win 2 of them. What they gonna say then, Will Steele? Bro, like, I don't want to hold y'all too long, bro. Like, I ain't just trying to be screaming in y'all ear all day, man. I don't want to come at y'all in that way, but, man, I need to hear from Colin Cowherd, man. I need to hear from Liv Moods. I need to hear from LaShawn McCoy. I need to hear from Bartholomew. I need to hear from him. Dan Orlovsky, I need to hear something. I need to hear something. You ain't even got to tag me on Twitter. I'll go find you. Because what Dak Prescott did, bro, and Will Steele, let me just say this one more thing, and then we're going to go back and forth a little bit, right? Not only was Dak impressive in the playoffs versus this defense that we madly respect, right? It ain't like this wide receiver core that we didn't feel good about. It ain't like they drastically got better. Like they playing together more. Like there's some continuity stuff going on. And like CD Lamb has emerged as wide receiver one, but we still got old man Gallup that'll kind of catch you when you get it to him. You know what I mean? T.Y. Hilton fresh off the streets. He been here for a couple weeks. But this wide receiver core ain't nothing like that one that we had last year. You know what I'm saying?
This offense is not. This is the best version of this offense under Dak. Not even close.
Trust me, Will Steele.
But this is the best version of Dak under Dak.
That's what I'm saying, Will Steele. That's exactly what I was saying, Will Steele. You see what I'm saying? Like Zeke has declined. The wide receiver core has declined. The offensive line respectfully has declined. It is what all of these players have declined. And what we saying all season, man, hey, man, what we going to do about XYZ, man? Damn, Terrence Steele hurting that shit. Man, what we going to do about wide receiver? And we saw those woes early in the season, man, but 4, bro. Number 4, bro. He's overcoming all this and playing some of the best football in his life. Respect the king when you see one. Respect the king when you see one, bro. I ain't introduced the show, man. My bad, dog. But I just somebody should have taught Tom. Teach your man how to squab. Somebody should have taught Tom Brady how to squab. You know? VOCHLONBARD. I thank y'all for tuning in. I'm being point guarded by the best in the business. Will Steele.
The sky's the limit.
Appreciate you, sir.
I am Smack Talker Skywalker, and I got a mic saber for a hater.
He was talking to some of y'all Cowboy fans too. Y'all need to step forward too and be as loud in your praise as you have been in the disrespect. I see some of y'all in there. Y'all trying to just mosey on by it. It's all good though. It's all good. We're gonna be loud for you.
Yeah, I got a great memory. I got an incredible memory.
They want to mosey right past it. Well, what about this? Well, what about that? No.
We no, sir. We see things, we try to ignore it, but some little nonsense just gets stuck in our mentals, and we got to talk about it, right? We got to talk about it, man. I kind of jumped into the monologue. I ain't introduced the show. My bad. We are breaking a record. We got 580 people on the volume. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Shake my hand. 1,200 on the Voch Lombardi side. Welcome for. Appreciate y'all. If you're new here, say that you're new here so we can give y'all a proper welcome here. Me and Will still about to break this game down a little bit. I just had to get that off my chest, bro, because I get upset, man. I get upset, bro. If Dak got the same respect as the other top guys, right? If he got the same respect that Hurts has been getting, or Burrow, or Pat or Josh, man, y'all wouldn't hear me say nothing about Cable for Dak, bro. But they still, like, bro, they fighting to push that goalpost. The damn strength and muscles on their back that it takes them to move the goalpost. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, maybe it's just them doing something for TV. Will Steele. I don't even recommend us watching TV and caring what they say, bro. But the problem is when you say something on TV, now you got goofy little Cowboy fans that'll watch TV and be like, "Oh yeah, that's true. He only beat this aging quarterback." It's not about Tom Brady, just like it's not about Gardner Minshew, just like it wasn't about Matt Ryan, bro. Dak Prescott versus that defense. Next week it ain't about Dak versus Brock Purdy. It's not. Brock Purdy belongs to Dan Quinn and J.K. and Micah and all those children, right? It's going to be Dak Prescott versus that San Francisco defense. That's the point here. Not Dak Prescott versus the rookie. And look, let's just say we do beat San Francisco next week. What they going to say? Dak got to beat up on a rookie or something. Dak got to blah, 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 blah. If he beat Jalen Hurts, Jalen Hurts' shoulder never healed up the right way. Blah, 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 blah. If he beat Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones never wasn't good no way. He just played Kirk Cousins, beat blah, 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 blah. It's always going to be something for my guy, bro.
Hey, Voch, I said this last week. I don't care how it gets done. They're going to bicker and complain either way. I'd rather them bicker and try to figure out why the Cowboys and Dak Prescott won as opposed to how they didn't. So let them complain and bicker and what have you about how they won. All that matters is they win.
I went back and watched the game. I haven't watched the film yet. We will be breaking down film after all this,
I did defense and I'm at the end of the first half of offense, and boy.
Dak Prescott just surgical, bro. Dak was just surgical, man. And we were saying when we was at Texas Live, Will, we were saying that, Dak just had this calm about him. Dak had that look in his face. Dak was focused. Dak didn't have jitters, you know what I mean? Like, Dak was out to prove a point, but he wasn't doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just within himself. When the play was there, bow, we hit it. When it wasn't there, we'll kind of wait and see if we hit, bam, you know what I'm saying? And he was just on. Go ahead, Will.
He acted like he's been here before. Because he has.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And people forget that,
Mm-hmm.
the San Fran game stained a lot of people, and so did obviously the Washington game. But when you look at Dak's now 5 playoff games, he's been one of the most impressive quarterbacks in the playoffs. It just hadn't finished besides the one game, but if literally finished, right? Field goal against the Green Bay Packers in his rookie year. 2018, 300 yards rushing, and we couldn't get a 4th down stop on what's the name after we got back in with striking distance. And last year we had a chance to finish, and then obviously the 14-second slide. So that's all it's really been about is finishing in those games. But he's played well in all of them except San Fran. That's it. 4 out of 5 games. Dak has been a really good quarterback.
Dak has been really good. Kellen Moore didn't do nothing to hurt you yesterday, man. It was just we was just efficient on offense, man. And even in the first 2 drives, the first 2 drives that we just 3 and out or whatever, but 3 drops, and then it was kind of this next topic that we about to go into. Will Steele, this is what I need. If Zeke is a true leader, bro, you know what I mean? If Zeke really want the best outcome for this team, I understand what's going on. We all understand what's going on, chat. We get what's going on here.
Yeah.
If Zeke really wants to be that guy, he needs to take a page out of Tyron Smith's book. Just in case anybody watching and they may not be privy to the information, right? Tyron Smith said, look, bro, I understand, man. I'm old in the tooth. I'm at the end of my reign. You ain't got to move Tyler all around and do all this little Hey, let me just play right tackle and just let me do what's best for the team, bro. Terrence hurt. Let me just step right in. You ain't got to move nothing over there. Let me just step right in right there, right? What I need from Zeke, I need Zeke to understand, right? Sorry, Twan. Twan probably watching somewhere. There he is right there. My bad. I need Zeke to understand what's best for the team right now in this particular juncture. This particular time, I need Zeke to go to the coaches meeting yo, coach, man. I think Tony need to not only start, but I think Tony need to get majority of the reps, coach. Majority of the you know what I mean? Like you ain't got to bail cow Tony out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still here whenever you need me. I'll play fullback. I'll block. I'll do goal line stuff. You can put me inside the 15. Thanks. I'll lead the league in touchdowns or whatever you need me to do. But inside, like if Zeke getting like 9 carries for 36 yards and 2 touchdowns, that's a great day for Zeke. That's a great day for Zeke. But Tony need to hit that high opportunity number.
Bro.
Because we was watching the game. Every time Tony touched the ball, something good happened.
This 100% needs to be Fast Willie Parker and Jerome Bettis. Like, if everyone remembers that year they won the Super Bowl, it was on the back of, not saying the back, it was, the defense was excellent. But from the ground, the rushing attack, it was Fast Willie Parker. And then when you got to the goal line, I think Bettis had like 10 touchdowns that year and like 39 yards because it was goal line rushing touchdown because he was a tank, right? It is clear, man. It is clear this year who the best back is on this team. And again, you can still use Zeke, man. Zeke in short yardage, Zeke in the goal line, that's where he excels. But he has far and away more games under 4 yards per carry this year than he's ever had. And he has way more games under 4 yards per carry this year than he has over 4 yards per carry. In fact, even worse, he has 6 games under 3 yards per carry this year. 6. Sure. If we go into this game next week and TP, and they use TP, right? He featured them. So good. Continue to do that. If you need to lean on him a little bit more, do that. And then we can use Zeke in the goal line because it's clear. It just ain't there for Zeke no more between the 20s.
And I see Twan in the chat, man. Twan is a notorious Zeke fan, Zeke lover. Look, we love Zeke too. We're fans of Zeke too. And we're not saying that Zeke gives you nothing. We're not saying that. You know what I mean? It's just that Zeke has a very particular role right now for us. But Tony gives you the best possible chance you have to win, bro. If you're going to win, bro, Tony needs to get majority. Especially when you go deeper in the playoffs and all these teams get a little bit better. And these defenses probably get a little bit better, bro. You need Tony Pollard to get the majority of the opportunities, bro. That just is what it is, man. Zeke, go ahead, Will.
TP forced 9 missed tackles last night.
Yeah. Yeah,
like in one game.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I love Zeke, bro, but it's different. It's different. And my only question is, how much longer can we look at that, right? How much longer can we look at them first few drives and be like, man, boy, Zeke, just, man. And then Tony get out there, and he'll get a 7-yard rush out of nothing. You know what I mean? Out of just like a badly blocked play, Tony will turn that, you know what I'm saying? And we'll see something positive happen, bro. when we get into these parts of the playoffs, man, like there's no room for, all right, we'll experiment. See,
Wasted
look,
possessions, yeah.
San Francisco, shouts out to Elijah Mitchell, right? But when Christian McCaffrey get here, Elijah Mitchell had to sit the fuck down, but they still use Elijah Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? They just use Elijah Mitchell differently than they would use Christian McCaffrey. And we keep saying, Will, hey, use Tony like you use Christian McCaffrey. I love how Detroit does it. DeAndre Swift, 20-20. Catch the ball, run the ball, big play, explosion, receiver stuff, throw it, all that. But Jamal Williams get in right around the 10-yard line. And he leads the league in rushing touchdowns because he does the dirty work. He does the hard stuff. He does the blocking. He does the bang my head against the wall runs, right? But it's a clear difference of when Tony's out there. And I think, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say. I was about to say, well, Dak probably would love to. And look, Dak best friends with Zeke, man. But Dak trying to win, bro. But Dak trying to win this motherfucker. Dak trying to prove these boys wrong, man. It's only so much more you can do, man. Will, still, you got any more on Tony Pollard before we get into Dalton Schultz and all those guys, man?
Man, I just hope this was just a tune-up game for him. I know that sounds crazy for a dude that got 18 touches, but, I mean, it's the playoffs, man. I don't care about, going to wear him out for X, Y, Z. Then he need to just be worn out. You know, TP from moving forward, increase some things. All right, 18 this week. Let's get to 22, right? Because the beautiful thing about when TP touches the rock, any given moment, at any given moment, that can go to the crib. So a little bit more next week. But I think they did a good job featuring him because I was a little bit worried that they wouldn't because of the way they were using them over the last few weeks. And then obviously we still have PTSD from that Niners game.
Now, this ain't off-season talk, right? Because we're in the playoffs. We got a game next week or this, Sunday. But there were two guys that this offseason, I was like, nah, we're not going to pay those guys because XYZ reason, right? I would love to get Tony some money. I would just love to know what a team would look like with Tony Pollard as a guy. And I think Dalton Schultz.
Ooh.
Will still. And you know where I'm at with Dalton Schultz,
really?
Bro. I was not trying to get Dalton Schultz no money, bro. But Dak loved Dalton Schultz. And look, we said this too. When your wide receiver core is kind of deficient, and you may have games where like CD don't go crazy. CD has some big catches, but he ain't do the I got 12 targets, 120. You know what I mean? He didn't do that. But Dalton Schultz, man, we found the mismatch with them linebackers, and it worked. And to be fair, Ferguson did too.
That's why I'm on the other side, Fergie.
I agree. But if we're going to live in a world where we're going to play multiple tight ends, let's boogie, bro.
That's fair, right? Like, if you're going to do 12 and 13, then you need – well, the idea was you thought Hendershot and Fergie can be your guys, but Dak and Schultz have a mental connection that I think helps because he knows where to sit down at and whatnot. But from a standard tight end, I think Ferguson can give you that. He's just not as experienced, but – interesting. You know, if you're not going to pay another receiver, which I think they'll be in the market, I truly do think they'll try to go get a Brandon Cooks or somebody.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
Tag them again.
I feel you. But look, that's a big ass price tag. But look, Will still and like
actually,
not to
it's
jump
cheaper,
around.
I think, bro.
Well, is his second franchise?
Yeah, something weird. I think I gotta go look, but something was really weird when I looked at it in the offseason. I think it's like around the same. I don't think it's that much higher.
Yeah.
If you want to keep them, as opposed to dedicating $14 million per year over 5 years. But I digress.
Sometimes it's not the talent of the player, right? It's just what do they mean to the team? I tell people all the time, you don't necessarily pay players because of who they are. You just pay them so you don't have to live life without them, right? So on that same token, I ain't just jumping around the defense because I want to get to the offensive line also. Goddamn Van Der Esch, he's another guy that's just like that. You know what I mean? So like, man, I can give Van Der Esch a little bit of money for like another more year till somebody in the linebacker core figures out the mental side to where they could be Van Der Esch for us. But Van Der Esch proved, man, Van Der Esch did some of this defense that we ain't have in the last couple of weeks when he been gone, man. I think that's fair, Will. I just think that's fair.
100%. Somebody asked me about that, Van Der Esch, and I was like, he's playing his way into something.
He doing something. It may be 1 year, $4 million or something, as opposed to the little $38 he made last year. But Van Der Esch should be walking around with his chest out, like, hey man, look who we are now. Look who we are now. There's a lot less guessing going on. You know what I mean? Van Der Esch making plays in the run game. He making plays in coverage. He pass rushing and making play. Van Der Esch just needed a break. He just needed to sit down for a couple of games. But top tier performance. We ain't got to jump to defense just yet. We got a lot to talk about on defense. I want to get back to the offensive line though.
Before you move forward,
please.
Tight end franchise projected number $11 million, 11.3, $3 million down from this year.
Is it because the last tag more people?
Well, it's about the top 5% or something like that, top 10%, whatever it is. And I guess tight ends just didn't increase too crazy over the last year. I guess
they're not getting paid. Who lost money? I don't know, like Waller maybe. I don't know, but Schultz for 11,
$3 million less. I mean, he gonna be pissed, but pissed off Schultz give you this, I guess.
Yeah, fuck it. Listen, we're gonna watch offensive line film on patreon.com/Voch Lombardi today, just so I can get the full, the full knowledge, the full breakdown of the offensive line and how they did last night. Allegedly, they did well. I don't want to jump out on if there's some people new here. I don't just make bold proclamations after watching the game one time, because half of it I was running around high-fiving random people, doing a little air bump with Will Steele, and I was drinking a lot. So I didn't watch the game super close in that way, but we're going to watch the film on the offensive line today. Offensive line played well, apparently, and it was this close because we started the game, and Conor McGovern he was on the sideline. I was hard on shaking, boy. I was like, man, we finally get Tyler Smith at guard, right?
Yeah.
And Vita Vea started for that one play, he beat the shit out of Tyler Biadasz, and I was like, oh man, no. I hope Vita Vea don't have one of these games. And I just kept watching Tyler Smith, and then he started beating the shit out of everybody. Out of whether it be like Nunez Roches or something, he'll run into Vita Vea himself, and just Tyler just started pushing people around, and I was so impressed, and I was so ready for this new world of Tyler Smith at guard. And then just Jason Peters got hurt. And it's looking like it's the end of the season for him. They ain't say that yet, but Jason Peters, 41 years old.
Yeah, you said 41.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
1 years old, and he's 300 pounds. So you put that 300 something on that old badass hip. Jason Peters probably not going to be coming back for you. So we're going to be living in this world of Tyler Smith at left tackle and Conor McGovern for you. That's going to be the rest of the year lineup, or at least the next 3 games lineup. So I feel good about Tyler right there. Let me watch the film before I hate on Conor McGovern too much, because I don't know what he did. He could have played well, but Tyron Smith, from when I was watching him, we kept talking about this, Will, still. Tyron's going to live in a world where he's not going to be the physically dominant guy anymore. He's going to lean on technique, and the more that he plays on that side, the more he's going to get comfortable with that technique. And I ain't hear nothing from, would it be Tryon or just whoever was on that side or whatever. I heard nothing from those dudes that lined up against Tyron Smith. Pardon me. So he had a fantastic game. I feel like Dak only got sacked once and hit like twice or something like that.
Yeah, he got one sack, 8 yards. That was the second possession of the game. Other than that, I think he got hit on the ground once, and he got rid of the ball before that happened. So
cool. So we're gonna do a super nuanced breakdown on the offensive line when I watch it. But just preliminary indications, I think they did well. Did you have anything on the line? Was it
not just yet? But let me make a correction on that. Schultz is not getting paid $14 million for the tag. It actually was $10.9. So, and he will go up to 13. So you'd be like a $2 million increase for Schultz. Just wanted to correct that, because I was like, man, that don't sound right. I thought he got paid a little less than that this year. So that's on Schultz. Offensive line wise, you know me, I double back for that. I caught myself peeking a little bit though at Tyron Smith. And I just thought we had an advantage this game without Shaq Barrett on the edges. They don't have a Shaq Barrett. They're more of a bigger defensive end, the Logan Hall types. Yeah. Those guys aren't going to bother Peters. They're not going to bother Tyron as much as the quicker, speedier guys were. Now next week, different story, and we'll get to that. So I think they'll have to game plan a little bit differently. They decided to trust the pass protection against this rush, because I think they knew, well, if we spread them out, Tampa's a blitzing team. They can't generate pass rush from the perimeter, from the edges, without blitzing from the interior. So if we spread them out, Dak eats the blitz up from spread. Next week, we'll have to revisit and see how that'll work, because Bosa's a different animal.
Yeah, for sure. 100%, Mr. Wolf.
The conference has been locked.
That's a hell of a fight. That's a hell of a fight for anybody, but we're going to lean into that when we get there. We got a lot of callers, man. We got 16 people on the phone. Some of y'all going to drop off. It ain't going to be 16 by the time we get going. But yeah, we're going to try to get to all y'all, mostly platinum people. That's always fun. Before we get to the phones though, man, Micah Parsons was a demon, bro. Micah Parsons was a daggum demon. And I just encourage people, man, like we just can't be throwing around numbers when it come to Micah Parsons, man. We actually got to watch film with that dude. You know what I mean? Because he may have one sack, and you've been like, oh well, Micah Parsons had a sack. I guess that's a solid game for him, bro. Tom Brady was fearful of Mike. I think, and I'm gonna go back to film to confirm this. I think Tom Brady missed a lot of stuff downfield simply because he was running from Mike all day.
So far, I went through, man. I had to double back, but sure. Dan was phenomenal. Dan Quinn confused Tom Brady. There wasn't much, bro. I mean, and they don't do a lot of downfield stuff, especially against this pass rush because I got to get it out. So it wasn't too much, man. It wasn't too much. But Micah, I think, the utilization of these stunts up front absolutely kept him uncomfortable all night, it felt like.
It was just one, like he was always he was constantly moving backwards, right? He was constantly off platform. He was constantly, like every time he'll throw, Michael will bump into him or whatever. And that can play on you, man. The left tackle, Smith, Donovan, whatever. Oh boy, left tackle. Couldn't block him.
Donovan Smith, yeah.
Donovan Smith. Couldn't block him. Will Steele. And if Micah, I keep saying this, right? If Micah give you three more of them, he seems to have the mindset for it. You know what I mean? I sincerely think Micah did get bored towards the end of the season, right? I think he had his eyes on playoffs. He had his eyes on legacy because he'll come out and say, hey, man, look, the end of the last few games season, cool, man. It's fun for y'all, man, but this is where legends are made, and I'm trying to be a legend, man. So I'm not saying Michael went light or anything like that these last few games of the season, whatever, but it seems like he had another gear. Yeah, he got another gear last night, and the motherfucker played like what 60, 70, some reps. I don't think Micah came off the field very much.
And he wasn't at DN. I think every play. I seen him at linebacker a little bit.
Sure. So look, Will, we were saying it, and we felt irresponsible saying it, and we felt icky saying it or whatever, but Dan and Kellen really saying they good shit for the playoffs, huh?
The bit was hilarious because for obvious reasons, but. Yeah. Dan came out, he ruined it because he admitted it. He's like, we just trying some shit here, but I got it figured out. We know what we're going to do, and I'm pretty sure you'll get to that in a second. It was Kellen who just was like, yeah, man, we got to be better, yada, yada, yada. And then come the playoffs, started off with some of the same shit. First half wasn't too crazy, but I'll get to the second half. But he clearly went back to moving CD Lamb, clearly went back to trying to get the pulls and whatnot from a run game department. Not too much happened there, but you saw some better concepts a few times in the passing game.
Xavier Rhodes got smoked on one play, but the wide receiver dropped the pass. So I count that as a cornerback too got beat if they'd have made that catch. But well, still, this whole time, the answer was on the team, sir.
Yep.
Let me ask you this. What week? Because this could play into the saving shit for the playoffs. What week do you think Dan Quinn decided Izzy's going to be the piece? You know what I mean? Izzy's going to be the guy that's going to get a little more.
I think after Trayvon Mullins got whooped. I think once he realized, we have to try something different. And it really wasn't different. It was what we said. Hey, dog, put Deron Bland on the outside. Right? But what we didn't expect was Izzy in slot.
For it to be a big character in the slot.
But
it makes sense.
I think it was something we just completely overlooked because a lot of people did bring up, hey, Izzy at corner, which is fair. Izzy played outside corner a ton in college. Yep. But Chris Godwin is their slot receiver. And I think Israel Mukuamu matches his physicality and size as a big slot. So it really wasn't a mismatch with Izzy and Godwin because Godwin's not that kind of slot. He's just a big slot. Now, you put Izzy on a Wes Welker type, that'd be a different conversation. But in this matchup, this was a perfect, little wrinkle that Quinn threw in there, and he went. It goes to show you, man, just how good Dan Quinn can be. Because it's not like anything changed from a personnel standpoint. He just had to. What have we been saying for weeks? Hey, man, got to figure it out.
Sure.
And he threw everything at the wall and figured it out, man. So salute to Dan.
When I put it in my mind that they saved all their good shit for the playoffs, that just lead me to believe, right? Like if that is the case, if they saved their good stuff, right? Dan Quinn looked at Izzy's name on the board and went, okay, it's you, but I don't want to show that hand just yet. In my mind, this is just what I'm thinking, right?
That's possible too.
Yeah, I just don't want to. I don't want to show this card just yet. I want everybody to think that we don't have the answer, right? Now I'll try Xavier Rhodes. Please, we'll take all the help we can get. Please, you know what I mean? See if it works. You know, we'll try Nashawn. We'll try these other guys, but it was like one of these like preseason games or something like that, and we saw Izzy. We was like, hey man, Izzy looked confident. Izzy looked fast. Izzy looked physical.
Camp too.
Because Izzy was tackling softly in South Carolina. Izzy coming down, hitting this shit. He's shedding block. Man, who is this new Izzy? This new Izzy.
Didn't he get some tick in Washington too?
Yes, sir.
I feel like, every time he got a chance to play a little bit, he showed something. And we kept saying, hey man, I mean,
hey, this Izzy motherfucker.
Right.
This motherfucker Izzy. Hey, he on to something. But it's weird that everybody that we tried though, Will Steele, it just didn't show, right? It like, how come the first thing that we thought of, okay, well, let's put Deron Bland here and let's just put Izzy there. How come it was always, the new guys? Let's try Trayvon Mullen. Let's get, what is Kendall Sheffield doing? Mackenzie Alexander, Xavier Rhodes. It just didn't cross our mind at all, except for like King Element. He kept saying the shit, but it just didn't cross our mind at all that, hey, Izzy, the big nickel anyway, right? Because sometimes he does J-Ron Curse things. The big nickel who played corner, just let him play corner right here.
But that was a conversation. The conversation though wasn't let Izzy play slot.
Yes,
I didn't hear one person say throw Israel Mukwamo in the slot, because that's a 6'4" guy in the slot. But when you look at the matchup, and again, I think this is about matchups. I don't know how they are going to deploy Ayuk and Debo. Well, I know how they're going to deploy Debo, right? He's going to be everywhere.
Everywhere.
But I don't think I don't know that I want to put him on a that type of shifty dude like that. But this matchup was perfect. Maybe Dan Quinn throws another wrinkle next week. Maybe we see something we haven't seen, and he's saving it for the playoffs type of thing next week. But against this team, that was a perfect wrinkle for Israel to go in the slot. But I was thinking of, sure, if you want to try him out at corner, it'd be boundary. I didn't see the slot coming at all.
The good thing about the playoffs is Dan's probably never going to use this lineup again until like some, you know what I mean? Like, okay, it's on film now, but Godwin, Evans, Jones ain't going to be like Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and Jennings or whatever, right? Like that's three different receivers or whatever. So we probably gonna have to do something different matchup wise than those guys. So, hey, I think that's good for us, because San Francisco not gonna go on film like, all right, how would they attack us? We just gonna be doing new shit every week,
I got this theory, but we'll save it for San Fran, because there's two thoughts. You could keep it the same way for one reason, or you can also go another way. But we'll talk about for San Fran. I want to save it.
It's interesting. Say that content. We got 16 people on the phone. We're gonna get to all y'all. It's 4:00. We ain't doing nothing else. Appreciate y'all for calling in. I'm gonna hop right in this smoke because I said your name, and I just kind of see you on the phone here. So, Danny Savage, what's happening?
Hey yo, listen, what's up, Sky? What's up, Voch? Listen, I was one of the guys who said one and done, but I'm not perfect. The last perfect person to walk this earth, he got crucified, and that was Jesus. So, I've been through a lot of years of down, but we're going to keep it up. We're going to talk about last night's game. I think we saw a little bit of old Dak last night. When he saw his spots, he wasn't hesitant. He ran. He used his legs.
So when you say old Dak, you mean Dak from like 4 weeks ago, Dak, like 3 weeks ago, Dak, or you mean old Dak like years ago? Like what's old Dak?
I'm talking about Dak pre-ankle injury, pre-broken ankle, when he was running a lot more.
Oh, like running around. Like, okay, cool. Like running around.
Yeah, running
okay,
first
running
down.
around.
That
Okay,
way.
okay. Yield. Okay,
Running
gotcha.
forward.
Yield. Okay.
I think tonight when you go over the O-line film,
Yeah, yield.
Tyler, after that one play,
What happened?
Vita Vea pretty much disappeared.
Yeah.
Tyler Smith took his chicken.
Yield.
We need a left tackle.
Yield.
Because you've said it 1,000 times, and I've said it 1,000 times. Tyler Smith can be an all-pro guard. I think
they go smooth right past it, don't they?
Last night.
No, sir.
Then we're going to face on Sunday. And you said it comes down to quarterback. And out of the last 4 guys standing, we got the best quarterback. So I think Quinn got to do is throw 1,000 blitzes at this kid Purdy, and he's going to fall apart. That's my 2 cents. And
so real fast,
we'll get to the Niners this week for sure.
Real fast, Dan. Let me ask you a question, sir. At all
Yes,
that
sir.
you said, right? At all that you said, do you yield? Do you yield, sir? Do you yield? I need to hear it. I need to hear, do you yield or not? Let me cut the music down and hear if you yield. Do you yield?
Do I hear it? Of course. I got one question.
Do you yield, sir? Do you yield, sir?
Do I yield?
Do you yield?
I'm hard of hearing.
You just said what I just said. So you heard what I just said. You just said what I just said. So I know you heard what I said because you just said what I just said. Do you yield, sir? From all of your one and doneness. You know what I'm saying? Disrespecting Dak Prescott in public with his one and doneness, sir. I'm saying, do you yield?
Yeah, I was wrong about that. So I said I was wrong.
Yield.
Listen, I'm
say
old.
Yield. Listen, say I yield. Say I yield. And I'll let you talk. Say I yield.
I gotta look in the chat.
Say I yield and I'll let you talk. Say I yield and I'll let you talk.
Yield?
Say you yield.
I yield with it.
All right, I'm getting you up out of here, dog. I'm getting you up out of here. Hey, man, look. Hey, look, they gonna down that hill, boy. No.
I can't hear you.
No, I can't hear neither. I can't hear neither. You gonna yield today, goddamn. You gonna bend the knee today. You gonna bend the knee today. You hear me? Y'all gonna respect Dak Prescott today. Y'all gonna respect Dak Prescott today. You gonna bend the knee on them old geriatric knees, sir. I don't care how bad your knee hurt. You gonna yield today. I don't care how wet the ground is. You gonna yield today. I don't care how bad your hearing is. You gonna yield today.
The ground is.
What's wrong with him?
Man, we went smooth to the Niners game, huh?
He just gonna walk clean past. I said, but Danny, how did Dak and the boys do? Hey man, all Dan Quinn got to do is blitz block Purdy. We'll be good to go, won't we? No, sir. You're not gonna walk past. No, sir.
So yeah, man, I was wrong about that. And the only person he brought Jesus. The only person that is Jesus
I'm
Christ,
the Lord in
the Lord and Savior. But as long as Dan Quinn blitzes Brock Purdy, wait a minute, we gotta bring in Jesus.
Don't bring the Lord into this, man. Don't bring the Lord. I want to give a huge shout out and a huge thank you. What's up, Martise?
You.
Will Steele. Hold time. Will Steele. Last week, Martise called in. I was like, Martise, we're a little superstitious around here. And every time you say CD Lamb trash, he just goes out and does great, and the offense just is fantastic. We move the ball. It's good news for us. And Martise really been trying to yield himself, right? He really been trying to be low key. He's another one of them. I'm gonna wait till Lamb has a bad game, then pop up guys. He's definitely one of them. I was like, Martise, you didn't say Lamb was bad this week, and then he came out and he said, "All right, cool, Voch, whatever you say, Lamb is bad," and we got a fantastic performance on offense. So
I just need a Lamb and a number 1 wide receiver for next week.
That's all we need, bro. But go ahead, Martise.
Yeah, so real quick, back to the Dak thing. I don't think people realize how special dude was.
Oh, please.
I went back and watched the first half, and it was like every time it almost could have went bad, he's making the right decision on time every time. Pocket collapse, nobody open, no bad throws, no tips, no almost picks, takes off. He only got 3. Now we got second and manageable instead of second and long. It was like he was so good and he didn't give Kellen a chance to mess it up. Dude was special.
Man.
And it's funny because I was laughing at the end of go ahead.
No. Go ahead, sir. We're listening to you. That's a good point.
I was laughing at the end of the game because, Hansel, nothing that was close to almost a pick, right? And at the end of toward the end of the game, he started taking on the TY, almost like he like, I gotta get one out of me. But when I went back, I knew he was special last night. But as you got the result. Yeah. So I'm going back looking at each and every play, each and every down and distance, looking at the formation. I saw Kellen do some nice things too, like they were moving. They put Lamb and Hilton in the slot together, making it a little bit difficult for the Bucs. But Dak was making the right decision every time, and he's running, and every ball was accurate. And when guys were covered, he took off.
So Martise, listen, Martise, what do you have to say about the people that say Dak Prescott can't read defenses? What about them people?
I keep saying to people all the time, and this is what I said. I don't know if those that remember last week. When we get in really bad situations, Dak might try to force something. It didn't happen. No picks. We got elite Dak. And people who claim he can't read defenses, you clearly don't watch any film because he's one of very few quarterbacks in the league, actually, Mahomes included, who actually will go through multiple reads consistently, not feeling like he's got to bail every time. He will actually go through multiple reads consistently. Dude's different. There's one argument, and this is why Dak doesn't really get the respect he doesn't get.
Right.
Because physically, he don't got some stupid arm. That's all you can say.
Neither does Brady and Burrow, honestly.
I know, but then people say, "Oh, there's a whole nother." I try to stay off.
I know what you're getting at, Martise.
Yeah. I understand.
But you get my point. Oh, he's black. But you're not looking at any facts coming to that conclusion. Yeah. None. He's special, and if you can't appreciate the fact that we all know as a core, we don't got a special core, he should never be able to do the stuff he does. Yeah, dude's different.
Hey, yo, Martise,
and that's it.
Appreciate you, sir. Call back Thursday. Don't yield when I ask you, sir. Thursday. Don't yield. Don't yield when I ask you, man. This shit working.
How funny is it? We was like, hey, man, you gotta acknowledge him as wide receiver one, but every time he go off. So now we like, hey, dog, just don't acknowledge him as wide receiver.
Please don't give CeeDee Lamb no credit. Please don't. I think it's interesting though, Will. Still, I think Brock Purdy is the only non-first round quarterback that get respect around here. Honestly.
You know
what I'm saying?
What did I tell you before we went on? I said I watched the first half.
Yeah.
And what did I say? I don't know if you remember, but I said, "Hey, we didn't do anything special.
We ain't do nothing crazy on offense." Yeah.
I said Dak just was fucking dealing.
Yep.
He was dealing. I think the best play obviously was the one where we scored a touchdown, right? Where instead of running the forward verts, they sent Michael Gallup underneath. And that pulled that linebacker a little bit, and then boom, you had I think it was Dalton Schultz on that out and up. The first touchdown. That was the best play of the first half from a schematic standpoint. But third downs and just in general, there wasn't anything crazy schematically on the ground. There wasn't anything crazy from the passing game. It's just your boy was just freaking on fire. Yeah. I mean, it was. I was shocked a little bit because you can't see that during the game, right? You're just seeing the result, and I was like, oh. Okay, this is interesting. But yeah, he's not lying, man. He was dealing.
Man. 3 more times, bro. 3 more times. I'm getting arrested. Let's get interesting. Blade Brown on the phone. There hasn't been any type of Eagles conversation here, but
we got that's interesting.
We would love to listen to everybody. Blade Brown, what's happening, sir?
Hey, Vashi.
Pause. What's good with you?
I'm kind of disappointed in you, brother.
Why's that?
Because you mean to tell me you was in my neck of the woods this weekend and you didn't let nobody know?
I don't know you. I don't know where you from, dog.
I'm just saying.
I don't know nothing about you, dog. I don't know your number.
You from Dallas? You live in Dallas?
I live in Arlington, Texas.
Wow.
Sir. I ain't never. That is backwards. I ain't never seen that.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, not my wife. My wife is here from here, so I have no choice. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
I didn't know that. So Blade, if the Cowboys and Eagles match up in the NFC Championship game, you coming to Texas live?
That's how. Hey, you know what? You took the words right out of my mouth. That's why.
Honestly, though, Blade Brown, my question my question, right? Even if I knew you lived in Arlington, what the hell I'm gonna tell you where I'm at for? What the hell I'm gonna call you for? What I want to see you for? What I want to reach out to you for? What I want to chill with you for? What I want to drink a beer with you for? What I want to shake your hand for? What I want to take a picture with you for? I don't want to be your friend. What's wrong with you?
Listen.
Yes,
I don't want to hear all that shit. I just said so we can watch the game together, brother.
I don't know about all that, sir. But go ahead. Go ahead, big dog. Go ahead. I'm playing. Go ahead.
Say, man, congratulations on your playoff win. I know it's been a long time coming.
Really?
Y'all want a road playoff win. Congratulations on that.
Okay, whatever.
But let me ask you a question, brother.
Last playoff win in like 2018.
Now,
he said road. He said road because
road.
He has to stay road to make it just a long time to make it a long time. So he has to stay road, but he wouldn't. Okay, yeah, you know how that is. But go ahead though, bro.
It's been 30 years. Come on, man. It's been 30 years, hasn't it?
For a road playoff win, for sure. For a road playoff win, but you know.
Yeah, it's been 30 years. Regardless of the fact, it's been 30 years.
Sometimes Cowboys get home field advantage.
I know y'all hyping everything else.
Okay.
But I don't know this. What is
Cowboys
Tampa Bay defense totally ranked? What do they rank? Seriously, right now.
I don't know. I don't look up Tampa Bay stats like that.
Tampa Bay's defense and what statistic?
Total defense. What are they defense rank?
Total defense. I can find out for you. I can go look, but
why you ain't look it up? It's your question. Why you
I'm about to say? So you talking about like yards? Are you talking about yards or?
What is this? A quiz? Come on, man. Why you look it up? But I'll listen to you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's what I'm asking you. What is
Tampa?
What are they total defense rank?
Tampa's 11th.
11
in yards. Yards. So I mean, if that's what you go off of, that's flawed. But even 11 is not terrible. But yeah, in yards they're 11th.
Okay. Dak Prescott had an excellent game. I give y'all that. He had an excellent game, brother. Well, let me ask you a question. San Francisco beat the shit out of them 35-7. So we're gonna put Brock Purdy on a high pedestal too.
What? I know you. What do Brock Purdy got to do with Dak Prescott? I don't do this.
I'm just asking y'all, acting like he did something great against a great defense, right?
I hope y'all see what's going on.
Wait, he did do something great though. Wait. Just don't diminish what Dak did something great. He made history in the playoffs. That doesn't mean anything. He did something. I mean, that doesn't mean anything that it was against or Brock Purdy did it. And that's not diminishing what Brock Purdy did to that defense. Mad people gave Brock Purdy credit.
But they're 8-9, brother. Is it really that big of a deal?
How about this, sir? How about this, sir? How about what my quarterback does against the number one passing defense that's goddamn 13-2? How about that, sir? 13-1 at the time.
Get to the playoffs and absolutely thrash one of the best defensive coordinators in the league.
What the hell did that stop us from doing?
I understand, Blade, bro.
You
are moving that goalpost, boy. Your shoulders are so strong.
I am not. I'm just saying it really in everything when it's totality.
No. Because Blade Brown, watch this, sir. We were having an isolated conversation about what we do versus good defenses, right? You ain't say shit about the playoffs and rankings and record and all that. You said how we do versus good defenses. I asked you a question, sir. I said, how about what we did versus the number one pass defense? And you said record, right? You just said an 8-19. How about the number one pass defense that was 13-1 when we met them? How about what we did against them, Blade Brown? See, you like to add shit to the conversation, sir. How about you answer that question?
I do not, Voch. I just like to ask questions.
You're not good enough. I'll holler at you, sir. You're not good enough. How about you be Daniel Jones? Sir? How about you take care of your business? We don't even see y'all boys this week.
He said, what is so great about a quarterback who threw for 75% completion, 5 total touchdowns, 300 yards, no interceptions, and led wire to wire and put over 30 points on it? Should have been 35 points on the board. What was so great? Bro, listen, if this was the regular season and you wanted to complain about it, cool. Now we're in the postseason and we're like, it didn't mean nothing. What the I said this so many times. He can't win. This man can't win, bro.
It was funny when he was like, what they rank is. He was waiting you say like 20th or something. Yeah, but you said 11. He was like, oh.
Yeah, Dak was out there.
Well, congratulations. It was good. Hey, man, let me tell you something, man. Me and Will still win these fights versus good debaters, bro. You can't just be regular and come in here and try to, you know what I mean? Come on, man.
That was amateurish, Blade. Come on, brother.
That was horrific.
I thought he was good. I really was like, okay, let's see where he goes with this. Let's see if we got a quality. Brock Purdy. What's so great about what Dak did? Come on, dog. Really? That's what we doing?
There is no way you thought he was on to something, but it is what it is.
True.
Let's get Queen on the phone. Hey, Queen.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, we just at work. We just chilling. We just celebrating Cowboys on this Tuesday. What you doing?
Oh, I'm on my way home.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me pretty good?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay, fine. So I just have a couple of things.
Kelly got some.
I guess all of us, that love the Cowboys, see that everybody wants to move the goalposts when it comes to Dak Prescott.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't want to give him his props, and I don't think even if he wins the Super Bowl, they're still going to try to find something to say negative,
right.
In reference to Dak Prescott. I don't know. Maybe it's because he wears a star.
Right.
But Dan Quinn and Kellen Moore. This might sound like a little conspiracy theory, but I was thinking that Jerry Jones, Dan Quinn, Kellen Moore, and maybe Will McClay, the coaches and stuff, got together and had a big meeting with just the coaches, and they decided that they were going to make these master game plans.
Okay.
And that they were not going to include the players in the game plans because they didn't want any of it to get out. Because if you check out Micah, when Dan Quinn was keeping him over there on the defensive edge, Micah was getting pissed off.
Right.
He didn't want to be over there. So all of a sudden we're in the playoffs, and they put Micah Parsons back in the queen position where he can move around and do different things.
Right.
And we played like we used to play.
Right.
So, I'm thinking maybe he was moving people around so he could see everyone's strengths and weaknesses and what they could and couldn't do and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
You want my honest opinion, or you want me to say something nice to you?
I want your honest opinion.
Never. they are never going to not practice something or not be privy to information going into a game of that magnitude. Like they may practice plays in practice, but if they don't run it perfectly in practice, then they won't run it in the game. They call that game ready. So I just doubt that Kellen Moore got plays, or rather, like you said, or rather Dan Quinn got plays that Micah Parsons has no clue that he was going to run, and they just showed up with him Monday. That would be so irresponsible. Okay, my bad. I misheard you.
That's not what I meant.
Okay, let's do it. Come on.
What I was saying was,
right.
You know how they've been cross-training the players and stuff like that to do different things and to, play in different positions.
Position flex,
so they weren't leaving them in the dark as to how to do the different positions and stuff like that. Exactly. But as far as going into detail about how they were going to, because if you remember, Dan Quinn said that he's been trying different things for about 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks. Yeah, for sure. Right.
Do you remember when he said that?
Right. Yes, ma'am. Right.
Okay, so now we're in the playoffs, and we come out and looking like like the old team or a whole different team and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Okay, so you saying So you saying that Israel didn't know that he was gonna play, but Dan Quinn knew that Israel was gonna play.
What?
Right.
Okay. Well, yeah. Quinn, that makes yeah. Possibly that could be a thing, right? That possibly that could be a thing.
Don't be just saying something just to be nice. I'm serious.
Okay, I'm just being nice, but I just don't think I just don't think that that's something that they would have done. I think that they got to be ready for these game time situations. I think Izzy knew how much he was gonna have to play, so I think Izzy practiced a lot. Because Dan Quinn just can't assume that Izzy knows what to do when he's lined up in slot. So they've had to practice it. As terms as
I know that they had to practice it.
Yes.
I'm saying they did practice it.
Right.
I was saying that they practiced all of this stuff.
Yes.
over these last few weeks.
Right.
And then some of the people ended up having to go out there because Dan Quinn wasn't sure how they were going to function in these different positions.
Yeah.
So he put some of them out there. But all of them practiced what it was that we played in the playoff game.
Okay. I got you. That makes sense. That makes sense, Queen. I got you, Queen. That makes sense. That makes sense.
No idea what's happening.
That makes sense.
Are you just being nice?
No, I'm not. No.
Oh, okay.
No. Yeah, I got you. Go ahead. I got you.
Okay, so that's it. And did Will tell you about the platter?
He did not. But I'll let you tell me because I'm sure you're gonna tell me way better than he will. Go ahead, Queen.
No, I was saying that Jerry Jones probably needs to buy Maher a platter of pussy. So
whoa, hey, of what? What you? Huh? A plat? It come on that? Where you get them from? What? They got them at Costco? Oh, jeez. Queen, we love you to pieces, girl. You enjoy the rest of your day. And we gonna price check some of them platters.
We had a platter.
Okay, talk to you guys later.
Okay, Queen, thank you.
Yeah, bro.
Bye.
Shit.
Yeah, we had a platypus drop this morning.
I bet it was. I bet it was. Shit, where do we go from there?
I was just confused, so I'll just leave it at that.
Did you have any thoughts on Brett Maher? Do we get a new kicker? We just roll with him. Do you think he's in his own head?
They're gonna roll with him. I think you give him a shot because I don't know that you go out and jeez, man. If this had been happening right for like a month or something.
Yeah.
But you bring him in, you give him a shot, and if he can't kick a field goal, if he missed the first field goal, go for two.
Go for two.
Just keep going for two.
Does platters taste like pumpkin pie? Don't ask me no damn question like that. I ain't never had no pumpkin pie. Jesus, man. I don't know who the hell to go to, man.
It's hard. Whoever got to follow that up, good luck.
Yeah, let's get Reek up here, man. Reek's a good call. What's up, Reek? Sorry you got to follow that, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say you're gonna have me every other the platter, right?
Yeah.
All right. What's going on? What's going on, Voch? What's going on, Sky?
What's good with your play?
Cooler, man. Yeah, man. Please, hey, man. Everybody that was talking all that junk about Dak not being the number one quarterback, not being 81 at the top of the peck, you know, man, at the top of the pecking order in NFL out of quarterbacks, man. I guess you got your calling card, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
My thing is with us, with Izzy, Izzy got to stay on the field. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they're gonna do that, but he needs to stay on the field. He gave that secondary some energy, juice that we needed, knocking the balls out of the air, batting stuff down, tackling, stuff like that, man. We got to keep that same energy. As far as this offense, like you guys said, I agree with y'all to the fullest.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard should have been starting last year at running back. He needs to start, especially against San Francisco, because he feasts against San Francisco for some reason.
Right.
And use those tight ends, man. But other than that, I'm going to enjoy this for the 24 hours. For the 24 hours, man. Sure. After today, we locked in on San Francisco. But other than that, that's all I got to say, man.
Appreciate you, big dog. Good call.
Hey,
listen, go ahead. What's
the Izzy thing? We'll elaborate a little bit further, but I think they actually keep that group together. I think Izzy's going to play again in the slot next week because I was just thinking about their lineup. They don't have that type of shifty dude. They got another big slot.
Yeah.
So I think we'll see it again. Yeah.
I agree. And you know, he's earned that play time.
Right, he's earned it. Sure.
He's earned it. What a chat going crazy, man. I was about to say, listen, first and foremost, I appreciate everybody that's tuned in right now. We've been streaming for like an hour, 20 minutes now, however long it's been. And we've been right on that 1,900, 2,000, 2,100 mark the whole time. Record. As goddamn record. So I just want to give y'all a work call. And can I get flames in the chat, please? No, that ain't the right button. Here we go. I appreciate y'all, man. Give yourself flames, please. Please. Shouts out to my guy, Saul too. We met him at Texas Live, and he was a cool dude, man. We met him, took pictures with us. He was a cool dude. But the funny part about it, Will, still is, I do my dojo thing, right? So like it's just a bad habit of mine. Like I actually bow to people in real life. So when he was like, "Yo,
oh, that was hilarious."
I just bow to people in real life. But this motherfucker, saw. Look, I bowed to him. He went.
Then he looked at me and bowed. I was like, I mean, I go like this, but you you do the whole thing.
Yeah, I just do it a little bit.
Yeah, man. But that's dope though, because remember I said at the beginning of this thing, like way in the summer or something, I said when y'all see us throw up the NWO, so we had somebody throw up the NWO, we had somebody bow. It's kind of cool, man.
Lovely, man. Fantastic inside jokes that we have amongst each other. Fantastic thing that we've built here, man. It's just lovely. And man, if we see y'all in public, man, you know what I mean? Hit us with a little, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Hit us with a little, you know what I'm talking about? Like, come on, man. Shouts out to y'all. Shouts out to y'all. I actually gave him the wrong bow, though. You know what I'm saying?
You did.
I gave him the this, which means smoke on the way. But I was drinking. I just meant to hit him with appreciate you, sir. Sawadi Cop. Love you. But
so
I hit
when
him
you
with
bowed, you should have went like this. With this music.
Jail. I don't want to jail. Oh man, appreciate it. All right, let's get back to the phones though. Good celebration show today, man. Fantastic vibes up in here. Jack from DC. I'm sure he got some hood shit to say about what happened here. What up, Jack?
Hey, Voch.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Why they up here disrespecting your quarterback, Jack? Talk to me, sir.
Hey, listen. Before I get started,
yes, sir.
First, I would like to say, what's up, Voch?
Cool and play.
How are you?
Life good. Can't complain.
You and Sky did a wonderful job last night at the Texas Roadhouse.
We was turned up, man. Appreciate you.
Sky. Hey, Sky.
What's goody?
I got some of that gas that you had to ride by yourself with. You know what I'm talking about?
Sir.
Hey, you know what I'm talking about.
Sir.
Hey.
Where you live? what state you in, so we can make sure when we pass through with our bag, we make a quick stop.
Chevron.
Yeah, hey, I ain't got time to go to the airport today. I'll meet y'all there.
Yeah.
Now that I got that out the way.
Yes, sir.
With all due disrespect.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Man, y'all better stop fucking with my quarterback, home. They keep talking about, Dak led the league in interception. But what they fail to say is Dak was only one quarterback that threw more touchdowns than Dak since he came back, and that was Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
They don't say that.
Yeah.
They don't give him that love. But they keep constantly wanting to compare him and dilute his greatness. You know what I'm saying? What he did yesterday was great. That was the epitome of an elite quarterback.
Yeah.
Beating up on an elite defense. When your defense is top 15, you have an elite defense.
Right.
Because it's hard to come by. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
When your offense operates the way they do and you become elite, you can't dilute that because the numbers don't lie. So with this playoff, when we got that monkey off our back.
Right.
With us beating Tom, we got that monkey off our back. And this win gives that confidence to say, hey, bitch, I can do it. I got it. Our defense came to play. And we saw what level we needed to kick it up to, and we did. We kicked that whole bitch down. You know what I mean? So, Voch,
yes,
y'all
sir.
continue to do y'all thing.
Of course.
Our defense continue to do that thing.
Of course.
Our offense continue to do that thing. Stop doubting Dak now. Stop doubting. I know we still got some Dalton Schultz doubters. One thing Dalton Schultz has been all year is
consistent, reliable. Yeah.
He's provided you with opportunity.
Yep.
He's provided you with scoring. And he's not as slow as people think he is. And he's a better route runner than he's given credit for.
Right.
That's true.
That offensive line beat them boys' ass last night. Yeah, you know, you get a few rarities. You know, somebody Vita Vea got some pressure up the middle, but then they washed him. The demigod was the demigod last night. Hicks ain't getting the backfield for one time.
Zach Martin. Yeah.
That right side got shut the fuck down. And even when old man went down, you know, I pray he come back because it was some good continuity we had. But we didn't lose a beat.
Right.
Connor McGovern stepped up last night.
Right.
Tyler Biotis was the man last night.
Right.
Our wide receivers made plays.
had a few drops in the first 2 drives, but if you take 2 minutes and you condense that 2 minutes and say, oh, well, they did that in 2 minutes, and then the other 58 minutes of the game, we dog these people and kick their ass.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Fantastic call, Jack. I knew you was gonna bring the energy we needed today, man. Keep fighting that good fight. You hear me? Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I didn't want to take up your time, but y'all have a good evening.
You good, brother. Now, Will Steele. Jack made a fantastic point. The whole monkey off your back thing, right? The whole, all right, y'all, we're in a playoff game, and there's gonna be nerves, right? There's gonna be feelings, the whole one and done feel or whatever. But getting that W in the fashion that you got it, you know what I'm saying? That should be a confidence boost for your whole team. Like, hey man, not only do we get this win, but in the fashion that we got it, bro, we belong here. Right. So now they can walk into this San Francisco game with a little bit more, confidence. Like, hey man, look what we just did last week, and y'all having tough fights with Geno Smith and shit. You know what I mean? Like they putting up numbers on your defense, this big scary San Francisco defense. You know what I'm saying? That Jared Stidham, you know what I'm saying? Them boys putting up numbers on your defense. Like this may be a thing, man. Like, man, we could do this, man. We got and that'll lead to, just like we said last week, Will, that'll lead to good practice, and good practice leads to good game. So go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're right. And I think playing them last year is going to be huge.
Sure.
Absolutely huge, because for better or for worse, I think they are who they were last year.
Sure.
Defensively. Like they have the same personnel essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas, not the exact same, but Dallas doesn't. So right. I think we know, okay, we can't come into this 49ers game with the same approach. We literally don't have the same players. We have some of the same players, right? Obviously, right? But some of the other core guys that we're using last year, we have a different philosophy in a way. So I say advantage on the unknown goes to Dallas.
Yeah. Plus, I think mindset's important too, because walking into San Fran last year, I ain't gonna say that I'm not gonna say that they didn't know how physical San Fran was, but you can hear somebody physical. But it's different when you get physical by them. You know what I mean? It's different when you know what I'm saying, when you get physical by them. But Osa, Bohanna, Chauncey, they was all in their rookie bodies last year when they got physical by them boys. You know what I'm saying? And now they have this reference point in their mind of what it's like to go against that level of physicality, right? And look, not saying that that's gonna change anything, because Bo got inactive or whatever. Chauncey been playing better. Osa's out of his mind at this particular junction or whatever. We'll see. We just need some more evidence of that. But I do think this year going into that San Francisco fight, it'll be totally different than it did.
I mean, listen, you make an excellent point again, and that's going to the San Fran game. But that the mentality of the type of game that you're going to have to be in. Bro, we literally drafted our team
for that
and signed guys because of what happened against this team. Yep. Now, did we know we'd match up with them again? No, but there was a thought process I would imagine that, hey, we might end up seeing these dudes again in the playoffs. Yep. And here we go, round 2. Get Tyler Smith, who wrestles. You drafted a DT. We call him Big Country, ain't here no more, but you did that. When we dubbed the whole attitude, everything, it was because of what happened to you in San Fran, against San Fran.
Yep. Fair enough. And hey, man, those, and that's something else too that I just kind of thought about or whatever. That just kind of went under the radar for me a little bit. We had 3 D linemen that was in their rookie bodies last year. You know what I mean? But Osa had the growth, Bo had the growth, Chauncey had the growth. Now let's just see what that looks like, man. Let's just.
We didn't have a Hankins.
And we didn't have motherfucking Hankins. So we'll see. Also, fuck, man, I'm up here bullshitting Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons was a little homie last year. You know what I mean? So we'll see.
He remember that was his first game back from COVID. He was still going through that.
Sure. Should be a fun fight, man. Should be a fun fight. Let's see. I expect to have a bunch of Niners fans in the chat this week, and it's okay. Hey, welcome, Niners. Cool. Shake our hand, Niners fan. Man. Welcome to the Voch Lombardi show, man. We do draft in the offseason. We do Cowboys in the regular. Nice to meet you. Law Nation brother with a fantastic beard hit me up and say, yo, Voch, I'm watching you. I'm saying the same shit.
Twin.
Yeah, Twin. Twin make Law beard look like my shit. Like Twin, not only is Twin beard full, but it glistens. This shit got the soul glow in. We did a little show with him and Law and Foots, and you don't understand how regular Law beard look next to Twin beard. Like
when they do that show, watch their podcast. It's just crazy, man. Sometimes I got double take. Like, what the fuck going on here?
Yeah, man, because they look alike. let's get into it, man. Let's it's 4:30. It's 4:35. You know what I'm saying? I ain't rushing y'all through the phones, but let's put little legs on them. All right, let's put little legs on them. Let's get Carlos on the phone. What's up, Lo? What the fuck? Time out, Lo. Stop. What is Mike McCarthy doing? What is this? No, hold on. What is this shit?
Man, that's the whitest dance I've ever seen in my life, man.
Mike McCarthy just all right. I need the blackest thing I can. All right.
See, if he would have hit a little twist on it, I think he'd have been cool. But he ain't put no twist to it.
The problem is when he got like
he would have failed if he'd have twisted up.
when he got 2 seconds in there, he bailed out.
Right. Keep going, man. Just go with the bit.
Just go with it. Be the white guy. Get surrounded by your athletes. Go and then we'll bail you out. But the fact that he went, oh, buddy, then he stopped. It makes it a lot more awkward.
He pulled the what's his name? Carmelo Anthony. When Melo was a fan, he grabbed the ball, pump fake, and he sat back down. I'm just
you make me want to shout. Los, my bad, sir. What's good with your player?
Hey, good afternoon, Voch. Good afternoon, Sky, man. Hey,
what's up?
I'm in loss of words for what happened yesterday. We just put the whipping on those Buccaneers. You know what I'm talking about, Voch?
Yes, sir.
You know, all those people trying to talk. Dak can't see the field. Dak is
gout strut.
Turnover machine. Jeez, man, I'll tell you what. Hey, two quick points and I'll let you go, Voch.
Yes.
I know you got called.
You good, brother.
One, hey, like I told you, every NFC, and I told Scott, every NFC team has its flaws, and we're like, the only team that can beat us is ourselves. You always say that, Voch.
Yes, sir.
And if we operate like this every single week, there's not one team that we cannot put points against and we cannot match up against their offense. And lastly, Micah Parsons is that dude, all right? He's going to snatch your chain, and you can't do about it because, you know, hey, he's that bully that bullies the bullies, all right?
Yeah.
There ain't shit you can do about it. My bad if I cuss right there.
No, you
but,
good.
hey, last and you have a great day, Voch. I have a lot to say, but I know you got calls.
Get you one more in. Get you one more in.
Wait.
Go ahead. Get you one more in.
I can't wait for these 49ers.
The Wisconsin Waddle is
what we
madness.
about. It's been a long time coming. How about them Cowboys?
Appreciate you, Los. Good call. Bruh, the Wisconsin Waddle. Are you fucking kidding me? Hey, yo, chat, give me some more. Chat, give me some more. Wilson, put that shit back up there. Chat, what's in chat? Chat, name this dance real quick.
Wisconsin Waddle. Hey, I don't know if anything is topping that, bro.
Gout strut.
The gout strut and Wisconsin Waddle.
Second right now, but
Crazy.
Wisconsin Waddle is ridiculous. Can anybody give me something better than the Wisconsin Waddle? Please.
That's wild.
Please. That's madness, bro. That is madness. Let's get back to the phones, man. And y'all just please keep them coming, man. I need to know what they call that shit. What they call this shit. Let's get Saj on the phone. After that, we'll go to D Shift. Then we'll go King Marquise. God damn. What's up, Saj?
Yo, what's up, y'all?
Cool.
I'm gonna keep it quick.
Yes, sir.
But all I gotta say is, man, you can see how much it hurts all these people to say anything positive about Dak Prescott. It's like it hurts them to their core to even admit that this dude just shit on and probably retired Tom Brady. You saw how he was pouting on the field. He took his ass pouting to the press conference.
Right.
I mean, and everyone was talking about all week, oh, it's Brady. Brady's going to wipe the Cowboys. But now all you hear is, oh, they're 8-9. They were trash, man. Keep the energy the same when Dak is walking up and down the field on the 49ers. Now, I don't want to go too crazy talking about the Niners, but the way this team is playing, I don't think anybody in the playoffs wants to play this Cowboys team the way they're coming right now. Offense, defense was clicking. Micah's got those boys ready. And we didn't even see some of the other dudes like Tank doing anything. Obviously, their impact was there, but we didn't see them really get going in this game. We just got so many weapons. I mean, I'm just excited to watch this team. And I know I don't want to get too hype against the 49ers, but I'm ready for them. And I think this team wants the 49ers. And we gonna be doing the Wisconsin Waddle next week. Just trust me. Trust me on that. We all gonna be doing the Wisconsin Waddle.
Appreciate you, man. Good call. Good call. Will,
have a good one.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, son. Will, the wet flow is crazy because I'd be at the gym and I'd be trying to get to the whatever I'm trying to get to. You walk like that when the fucking flow, the wet flow crazy.
I said the Michelin Shuffle.
The Michelin Shuffle was
Michelin
good,
man.
bro. I don't think nobody messed with the Wisconsin.
Nah, the Wisconsin Wild is crazy.
Somebody said the McGritty, and that was fantastic, but Wisconsin Wild's the one. The funny part about this was
the bad back boogie.
Bad back boogie. Yo, Will, I like how we in here trying to have fun. We in here roasting Mike McCarthy, and there's this one Niners fan just arguing with himself.
Right. Like, what is he arguing with himself for?
We're just ignoring the shit out of it. I'm like, who go block Debo? Wisconsin Wild.
Wisconsin Wild, right? I'm like, dog, why I keep seeing He's just dropping names, CMC. I'm like, what is this the dancing? Oh no, he talking about the Niners. Okay, well.
But Will, if you look at the clip, Mike McCarthy start off okay. Like this first 2 seconds when he grabbed the chain and he goes shit. Look when he grabbed, he goes shit.
He got the face like if you put some music to the back to it, like it looked like he did one of these. Shit.
Chat. I got a new challenge. We're gonna take this video and we're gonna flood Twitter with it. We're gonna take this video, we're gonna add music to Mike McCarthy dancing, and we need to come up with a hashtag. I'll just hashtag the volume or something.
Nice. The McCarthy Munch.
The McCarthy Munch. Listen, chat, this is what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna pick the best 3 or something like that, and we'll highlight it, send y'all something, whatever. Take this clip, whatever music you want to put on it, put the music on there, put it on Twitter, and hashtag the volume and like tag me in it. So at Voch Lombardi, hashtag the volume, and send me this and the best 3 of them.
We'll play it.
We gonna play it, and I might ask for y'all Cashapp or something. I don't know.
Look, hold on. This me when this drop.
You know what I'm saying? Hold up, I gotta give you one.
The diabetic drip.
What did he say? What,
the diabetic drip.
Hey, yo, Marcus Hardison, man. I don't know, man. You that's 2 for Marcus Hardison.
2.
Oh man. All right, cool. Let's hold on. Let me see if I can get one in. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Let me bring it back. The Buccaneer boogie. No, we ain't been a minute.
Boom. I wish I had my little board set up. Hit his ass with a little. Come on, Mike McCarthy.
I gotta slow it down a little bit for Mike.
Yeah, you guys. We'll figure it out. We'll do it on the go, man. I'm off. The timing off. We're gonna figure it out, man. Hashtag the shit. What I say? Hashtag tag the volume. Do that. Tag the volume. Tag Voch Lombardi. Put it up there. We're gonna do it. And the top 3, I'm gonna get your cash apps or something like that. Let's get these callers in here. But Wisconsin Waddle, that's one.
Wisconsin Waddle is crazy.
That's top tier shit because he is wilding his ass.
We had a great idea, and this might have to be a part of it. The award show, the You Can't Miss Shows Awards.
Can't miss shows.
This got to be a part of it.
The new Max Swing, Will. New Max Swing. Hey, I just completely skipped over what's the name. My bad. Deshaun, what's up, sir?
Whatever, man. Y'all too funny. Oh God, Wisconsin Water. When he first started this, I really thought he was gonna fall. I was like, Lord, don't let him fall.
So embarrassing.
Oh, that'd been terrible. Can't miss shows, bro. But go ahead though. What you got for the show?
Okay. All right. So first, I figure out why Dak can get credit. So it's not even because the start; it's because of the money. That I'm starting to see that more and more around. It's like it was one person. He was in the chat. He kept spamming. He was like. He kept tagging me like Voch, like y'all over here, y'all being too soft. Like when we want to be critical of that, it's always y'all always want to protect him, but he supposed to get paid his money to do these types of performances.
Right.
And I'm starting to see that more and more around that it's supposed because these $40 million. Technically, that wasn't supposed to happen. That's actually on Jared. Just saying. But. They're always going to move the goalposts for us because they don't like seeing us win. Y'all said this. It's because we're the villains. It's like we're the Yankees, we're the Lakers, we're the top dogs of everything. So
they're always going to move something. They're always going to move the goalpost.
Yeah.
Also, you need to talk to Calvin Hurd. Calvin Hurd said he said some crazy
Who?
stuff right now. He's like, yeah, you know,
Talk to who?
let them enjoy this moment right now.
Talk to who?
Talk to Cal Turd. I call him
Oh, Cal Turd.
You ain't said that, Eve. You ain't said that. You said Colin Hurd. I got you. I got you. Go ahead.
I call him Cal Turd. But he was like, yeah, y'all can enjoy this victory now. You already know it's about to happen next week. I was like, okay then, all right. Because at first he was talking that mad trash about how Tom Brady's gonna come in here and just run us through, but
right.
Hey, but last point.
Quickly.
Last point is Big.
Yeah.
So after the game, Big said, "Hey, Stephen Clown, shut up." And I was like, "Wow." So the players are hearing what they're saying. So they come. We go on that double state where we writing the receipts and we checking them off. So
Appreciate you, Deshaun. Appreciate you, Deshaun. Good call.
Can I say something real quick about? Did you see the super chat?
That boy was appalled. I have not. I was gonna read them at the end.
I'm sorry, but I got to show you this one because, bro, I almost lost my goddamn mind. He's from Denmark, but it says 100, and all I saw was K.
Danish crowns? Yeah.
Bro, 100,000. Voch. We
leaving
the studio, bro.
We go.
We get in the studio.
Yo, look, we have a volume. But yes,
drop out. Oh my man.
But yes, that's 100 Danish. But look, that's 100 Danish crowns. I had to look that up. Shouts out to my guy Jonas. I know Jonas.
Fast. I just saw 100 and then K.
Look, Jonas has done this before and shocked the shit out of me before, and I had to Google what the hell DKK is, and it's Danish crowns.
Shout out to you, Jonas. Appreciate you.
But that's like, and look, I don't want to say how much it is because I sound ungrateful saying it. But
ain't gotta say no. We'll read the super chat later. I just saw the K.
Appreciate
like, shit.
But appreciate you for your Danish
going to Golden Corral.
Yo, we was going somewhere. We was hey, yo, look, I was about to get a section at Texas Live. How they come through? I'm getting a section. I'm getting all these little tables cut.
They ain't cheap.
Oh man.
Shit.
Sorry, we just damn. All right, cool. Let's see. Bro G, what's up?
Am I in? Labarcus Prime, you there?
Yes, sir.
Labarcus Prime. Hey, what's up? Still to Bro G. What's up, William Stilliam?
Yo.
We gonna do this. Hey man, we need to get some shout outs out, man. I don't know if you know Steele, but they've been shouting you out on the .com, man. They were all the callers they're calling to Holly and Nate Newton. They were like, "Oh yeah, I heard you and Sky talking and this and that." So they're shouting. They see you on the .com. And Voch, who is Marcus Hardison? Who's that dude?
Marcus Hardison. He is a friend of the show, and he gives us a fantastic quote at the end every day.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay, for the whole thing, I thought that was your alter ego or something because Aaron Curse shouted him out in the locker room after the game. He quoted a Marcus Hardison quote.
Are you serious?
But anyway, man, dude, I just want to shout out to the females, our female callers, man. Hey,
you ain't finna just walk.
To the queen,
sorry,
appreciate you,
Bro G. You ain't finna just,
yes, sir.
You ain't just finna walk clean past that. What you mean, J. Ron Curse? He did what to Marcus Hardison? He said what now?
He quoted a Marcus Hardison quote after the win in the locker room.
Where was this at?
In the locker room after the game, when you know how they.
Where's the video?
The coach say, "Hey, bring it in," and he's like, "J.R. Curse did the break," and he quoted something from Marcus Hardison.
I'm about to go look.
Yeah, I got it. What I think Bro G is trying to say is,
if you lying, I'm about
to. Okay, so he said, "I thought of you, Voch," as soon as he said it. I thought you and your glasses. So I was like, okay, sure.
Okay, time out, Bro G. Hold on.
I tell you, I mean, you got to just really feel great about the whole week and leading in there. I mean, the confidence you had in there, we did exactly what we had. 149. So great job. So proud of you. Outstanding. All right. Let's enjoy this. Play around and celebrate one another. Love one another. Outstanding.
Hey, let's go. Be great on 3. 1, 2, 3. Be great.
Let me go find something else, dog. Hold on.
I don't think that's the one.
Hold on. Yeah, that's it. Hold on.
Somebody they saying Marcus Peterson. Or Marcus Peters. I'm sorry, about Marcus Peters.
Oh. Fuck, hard does it come from? That's two different people.
Oh, he quoted Martin Luther. All right, listen, bro.
Hold on, he ain't quote Martin Luther King for real.
Shift, you said.
Hold on, time out, bro. G, hold on, bro. G.
My bad. I swear I thought you said Marcus Hardison. My bad.
Wait, did he say Martin Luther King? He thought he said.
Oh, I feel retarded right now. Hey,
no, it's okay, bro. You gotta have some fun. You gotta have some fun.
Early in the show, man. So still I live out here in the Bay, man. So we got an iconic player out here that wears number 30, and he had the same amount of hate that Dak gets, man. Like this dude couldn't do nothing. He won 3 championships, and they were still talking bad about him. So Dak. They're going to talk about Dak until he wins 4 championships. That's just the way it is. So he's got to live with it. But I think he could do it. But, it ain't nothing new, man. When you carry that kind of talent, they're just going to hate on you, especially when you play for the team with the star in the helmet, man. Cap, he just keep climbing the mountains, man. He's just stepping on them stones.
On the way to mountaintops.
A new legacy for our team, for the Cowboys, and have his own legacy, like Troyton said.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, that's all I got, bro.
Appreciate you. Boy, Will Steele, I was about to say, man, we made it, man. J-Ron Curse watching the show. J-Ron Curse quoting Marcus Hart. Boy, I thought we was in the big time, dog, but apparently he just quoted Martin Lawrence, and it just
he quoted MLK.
Quoted Martin Luther King.
Hey.
Oh, Voch, my bad. Oh, Voch, my bad. It's actually Mr. Marcus who he quoted. It was
do the drop. You got the drop. You got the drop.
Which one? Which drop? Oh, the dude. I ain't got it. I ain't got it loaded up. Damn.
Oh shoot.
That would have been perfect right there, huh? I ain't got enough buttons, man.
Marcus Luther, Kadeem, Hardison, Peters, King. Lawrence.
Oh shit. Here you go. There you go. I'm late, dog. God damn. Hey, yo, we trying to end the show.
Damn, I was about to get hyped.
I was about to say, damn, dog. J-Ron Curse.
He dropped Marcus Hardison.
I'm like, that's crazy. But he quoted Mahershala Ali, so that's different. That's different.
Marcus Garvey. That is
Marcus Garvey is who he quoted. Marcus Garvey.
It was Martin Luther Vandross.
Hey man, yo, time out. Anybody first time here? This is what we do here, bro. Come on, man.
So you saying J-Ron went to the huddle and said, the wild card rounds, never too much, never too much, never too much.
Bro, he was talking. I'm like, man, I know I was listening to J-Ron, bro.
A game is just a game. Even if no one played.
Bro. Damn. That's what's up, though.
You can't dance with Brady again.
Nah, bro, but on some real shit, man. We 13-5, bro.
His first time call. That's the first time call to go through because he's killing it. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it sounds like we improved, right?
Yep.
So I want to go back.
Oh, is this D-Chef?
When everybody hit the panic alarm with the roster moves, man, and everybody was tripping. But yeah, we in a divisional round, so I think we got better. Voch, what you say?
Hell yeah, 100%.
I think you made a good point, man. You talked about really not having evidence, like to be serious. So you talked about like not knowing if you had evidence, but last year when you played Tampa, you didn't have these plays from Ghostin or Osa.
Tony Pollard running
right
down the field.
So as far as like having Osa and Ghostin guys like that showing up. And then what you develop in like a lot of these young players and like what you got to kind of trust with the process. Like even if you lose the Schultz, like everybody's going to be mad. Once if the Cowboys get up off Schultz, everyone's going to be, going to be mad. They're going to lose their mind. But that's cool. Just sit back and watch, man. I'm not going to get too happy. I like, having Tyler Biotis back. I think that solidified the line, but we'll just sit back and watch, but appreciate y'all as always. Fellas, good work.
Appreciate you, big dog. Good call, D-Shift. Good call. Yo, Will Steele, man.
Getting all my love.
What's going on with the show, dog?
I don't
What's
know.
going on with this show? My watch ain't got the right time on it. We all over the place today, man.
Hey, but he did. But technically, when you win a game, you advance the game further. You got better. This was it because they had the same record. It was 12-5.
Yeah. So shit, something happened. King Marquise, what's good, sir?
Hey, what's good, Voch? What's good, Will?
Chilling, player.
Yo.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. You skipped over me twice, but we ain't gonna talk about that, all right?
My bad, man. Man, look, man, the show be all over the place, man. My bad, dog. My bad.
No, you good. I ain't holding it dark.
Ready to go in circles.
But so to circle back around to the beginning of the show,
Mm-hmm.
when your caller said that the last person that was perfect was God himself that was on this planet, and that's a lie.
Yeah.
That's a lie. We saw God last night, and his name is Dak Prescott.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Man was perfect.
Right.
Man gets 5 touchdowns.
Right.
I started sipping my water and it turned to wine. I was like, whoa, what's going on?
Right.
What's going on?
Right. Come on, man.
It was crazy.
Right.
But in short, I'm gonna say this. For all the fans out there on Twitter and everywhere else that keep doing this, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because once Dak's home at the Lombardi trophy, can't take that away from him. Can't take it.
Right.
There's no goalpost to move at that point.
Right. Appreciate you, King Marquis.
That's all I got. Thank you.
All right, cool. Appreciate it. Will, I need to grab something from the dough. Can you talk to the people for like 22 seconds real fast, bro?
Yeah, I got you, brother. I got you. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to hit them with a little bit of this, right? Hold on. We still got some of these Marcus quotes dropping here, but he said I was drinking my water and it turned into wine. That's kind of crazy. Let's get the chat back up in here real quick. He quoted Michael Jackson. What Negan say? Sky, where you go? Nah, that wasn't me, DJ. That wasn't me. That was my bro. Yeah, that's a little bit much. Hey, King Marquise, I appreciate you, dog, but whew.
Hey, man, we got one last call. Appreciate you, Will, still.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
I hate that music. We got one last call. We gonna get through some supers. We're gonna wrap up the show, man. It's been a long show, man.
Okay.
Y'all don't get used to this.
Yeah.
245, what's up? Who this?
What's happening? What's going on, Voch and Sky?
What's good with
I'm
you,
just calling in, man. Just talk about old Dak and Dak. That's all, man.
Please.
Calling in from Mississippi. I don't know where you get 245 from, but it's 256. But it's all good.
Oh shit, my bad.
I'm just waiting on them. I'm just waiting on you. Good, Voch. You talk shit all the time, so I'm laughing at you every day.
Yeah.
I just called in and say, man, Dak did a thing last night, so I'm just waiting till Sunday. That's all I can say, man. I don't call and talk a lot of shit. I just want to call and say congratulations to the Cowboys last night. You and Will still keep doing your thing.
Yes, sir.
And I'm
I
out.
appreciate the love, man.
Fantastic. Appreciate you, man. Good call. I appreciate it, man. Yes, indeed. That's peculiar. All right, let's read some supers and get about it. We'll be live on Patreon tonight to watch Offensive Line. Well, you still doing film nowadays?
Yeah, tomorrow. I think I'm doing a little bit of O and defense. It's just the last game. It was the last 2 games. Is like, I mean, what is there to really?
I haven't done film in a minute. I feel like I've been letting people down, but
I already chopped up a little bit of it for tomorrow. So
yeah, but that Tennessee and Washington, man, that ain't no film. That ain't film worth looking at. All right, let's go to Super Zone Volume and Super Zone Bash. I appreciate y'all for contributing. Here we go. On the volume side, what's the date? The 17th? Okay. This us. All right, cool. 49ers red and gold. I guess he's a 49er fan. He dropped a deuce and says, bang, bang, Niner gang. Salute to you, sir. King Element dropped a deuce and says, you can get that platter from the Boom Boom Room buffet. He's talking about the upset platter.
I think the bang bang Niner game thing is really sus. I'm sorry.
I haven't thought of it that way, Will, still, but now that you mention it.
They brought it up last year during the chat. The chat was coming. I'm like, a little bit. But it is in San Francisco, though.
Now that you mention it, man, it's pretty tough. I don't say nothing. Wiley Longleg in the chat says, Voch, you stay on that BS. What I do? Ain't nothing. Let's see. Dwayne Brown, appreciate you. He dropped 5, says, great content, guys. I hate to have to listen at work. I have to listen at work where I can't call in. Yeah, man. Appreciate you, Dwayne Brown. Man, appreciate you. However you tune in, man. We appreciate you for holding us down, man. Supporting. We had some fantastic numbers today, record numbers today. So we couldn't have done that without you, brother. Appreciate you. And our brother L11, Elevon, he dropped the deuce and says Studio 2023, sponsored by Denmark. Danish Crones. Yeah, that's fire. Appreciate you, L.
Yeah.
Good. And
my man said Nick was like, y'all got nobody to sponsor it. Nick, we working on it, bro. Trust and believe.
I ain't telling y'all guys. Is there a way to gift memberships on Patreon?
You the like Patreon expert, bro.
Like gift a couple months to somebody else? Possibly. Let me look into that, CC. CC, drop the link to your novels in there in the chat box so we can all go read your work. We can go read your novels. We got an author in our midst, Will Steele. CC's an author. Let's see. Let's hit the refresh because I saw Landlord try to sneak his in there. Appreciate you, sir. 17. Daniel DiBiase dropped the deuce and says, I owe you 20 beans for my quarterback. Let's Ufkin go. Appreciate you. Actually, cool. Kenny Lott dropped a dub yesterday on our live reaction joint. He says, let Dak throw. Leave Dak in the passing offense. Will Steele, that was something we was getting rather upset about yesterday. It's like they wanted to run the ball, I guess, to establish themselves. But man, like Dak smoking them people, let's just let Dak work.
Yeah, it got to a point where it's like, oh, y'all just running to get the number again. I don't like that running just to get to the number. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not feeling it. Punjabi Panda dropped the deuce and says NWO music will work with Mike McCarthy's dance.
I mean, we can find out. Let's see here. Nah.
Maybe in a fairer skinned establishment that may work, but you know, no, not here. No, let's go.
He had to be a little bit more smoother with it.
You gotta be a little more smooth. Yeah, a little more smooth. Let's see. Where was I at? He said, never mind.
He had to hear like, hey, you right.
Yeah. I had to see it and hear. Yeah. Otis dropped the deuce says, Voch, they lied to me and told me Dak wasn't elite and that Dallas couldn't win on the road. They're gonna keep lying to you, Otis, but you gotta remain steadfast what you believe in, sir. Appreciate you. Robert Moreno dropped 5 and says, forgive the petty. A lot of people needed to answer for the foolishness that they've said. So I was lit doing God's work on social media. War call, let's effing go. Hey man, some of y'all was going crazy on Twitter, boy. And I love all that little smoke, all that nonsense. Jose Garcia dropped 5 says, we literally have the best quarterback in the NFC. Agreed. On the NFC side of the playoffs. Jalen, that's not true, but Dak's better than Jay. Daniel, Purdy, let's go Cowboy Nation. Indubitably. Grind and Play dropped the dime and says, shouts out to Brett Maher for absorbing all the bad juju. You're a real one.
And for going in front of the cameras. Right? Like he didn't have to do that. You know?
Yeah. He definitely manned up and he answered all the questions, but that ain't gonna help you if your ass start missing again.
Yeah, he gotta get out there and start hitting them.
Yeah. Sky and Voch, if we make it to Golden Corral, we're gonna have to call the Cochran firm to get y'all out. Because Voch's gonna be in jail way before Golden Corral. We're going to Golden Corral after I get out of jail. Appreciate you though. Where was that? All is well. Dropped 5 and says Dak is fully unlocked. Mr. First option, no good. Second option, no good. Third option, run. Hey, Dak use his legs a little more. Start sliding. It will be good to go. Tyler Hewitt, Draw 5 says we need the Jones Barber split. TP early and often, Zeke to finish, punish late in the game. They don't want late punishment like that. Dak is that dude. That's where I slightly disagree. I just really want Zeke inside the 15 and on short runs, bro.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I probably would agree with that at the start of the season, and maybe change my mind, but nah, Zeke's still power though, right? But I ain't really seeing it like punishing power. Like, it ain't Brandon Jacobs, like. But he's still forward, hopefully fall forward type. He still powers. So yeah. I don't mind the closer role, but I would love the inside the 5 role much better.
But the bad part about it, man, is Zeke like lost weight to try to be shiftier guy.
Right. That's true.
And now he's running into people. He's lighter now. Like that can't be good for his longevity anyway. So
like the goal line play where it was 1-on-1 with the DT, it just got stonewalled.
Yeah, it wasn't good at all. It wasn't good at all. And then that would happen.
But I still would trust him in the goal line.
Yeah, for sure. More than Tony, for sure. But appreciate you though, Tyler. Iceberg Q dropped the deuce and says, told y'all Izzy in the slot. We don't remember you telling us that. I remember King Element talking about Izzy, but I don't remember. Well, we always talked about, King Element talked about Izzy at cornerback too.
Yeah. He was one of the handful of people that was like, give him a try. Because we was out of options at this point. And it's like, give Izzy a try, play corner. But I haven't heard many say throw him in the slot. No. In a regular season. It didn't make any sense.
Texas T dropped the deuce and says Dak was like super strategic Madden player. He was dicing them up for sure. Appreciate you, Texas T. Derek Smalls dropped 5 says Danny Savage thought bringing up Jesus was gonna save him from having to yield. You can pray all you want, sir. Your ass gonna bend the knee, sir. Bend the knee and yield. Yield, sir. Appreciate you, Derek. There's only one person that was perfect and they crucified him. The good Lord was perfect and they crucified. Right, but we talking about you today, sir. We talking about you today. Iceberg Q dropped the deuce and says check the supers from last week.
Oh, so he's saying he said it last week. Oh, we gotta see that, because if I would have saw that, that would have prompted me to think and looked at the whole Godwin matchup, and I was like, that makes sense. Well, Godwin.
Okay, Iceberg Q definitely said he dropped the deuce on the 9th and says Izzy in the slot, Bland on the outside, we good. Okay, so watch this. You get credit for definitely saying that, but that don't mean I gotta remember. My bad, dog. I consume a lot of information on the daily, bro. I forgot, man. But hey, you said it, bro.
I thought he meant like he said it a long time ago when he was trying to figure out this cornerback situation. But
like, there's no way we're going. Yeah,
that's a good call for this matchup for sure.
Yeah, it's a good one. Who just threw this in last minute? Abram Drop 5 says this is looking like the year where we exercise all demons. Bucs, Brady, Niners, and Eagles or Giants. Go Cowboys. Yeah. It's looking like it's looking like the road to redemption. Somebody said it when they was jogging off the field. I think Dorn said it. Something like that. So they trying to get some get back. Cool Hand Lou dropped 5 and said, you both know this is move the goalpost week. Yes, it is. True Cowboy fans want the smoke. Not one man in the Cowboys locker room wants it any other way. Smoke in all caps. Appreciate you, sir. 100%, Mr. Wolf. VI Cowboy dropped a dime. Appreciate you. It says road win in 30 years. Dak haters can't hold that against him anymore. You can have whatever you like.
Man, I remember that.
Appreciate you, man. I started with the Everson Griffin trade. Signing.
Yeah, I brought. This is so crazy how long we kind of been doing this. We did an audio podcast recording, no video, just had a bunch of graphics and stuff. And that show went ham. That show went crazy, just audio. Crazy. But I put it on YouTube.
Man, dog, we just did you see the video I sent to the group chat?
When?
Like yesterday or something like that. It was like the very first round table we did.
Like 4 years ago.
Yeah. Yep. For the Rams week. And me, Collier, Law, Foots, our camera was looking terrible, and
it's crazy.
The bandwidth was bad.
4 years later, it's only 4 years really, and just the quality improvement is nuts.
I know, right? Foot's got good Wi-Fi now. Iceberg Q dropped another dime and says, all love, on to the next. Appreciate you, Iceberg Q.
On to the next.
VI Cowboys School. Jonas Jensen dropped 100 Danish krones. Appreciate you. He says, greetings from Denmark. I am curious to know if the constant rotation in the secondary could be the reason for Diggs' dip in performance. And would you consider playing D-Law more on the inside? I don't think Diggs necessarily has a different performance. Diggs ain't tackling.
He ain't tackle, yeah.
And 49ers going to try to come at they're gonna make Diggs tackle somebody, so that's a problem. But in coverage, Diggs versus Mike Evans, Mike can't really get off like that. But appreciate you, Jones.
Yeah, there was a stat that came out. He only gave up 47 yards to Mike Evans on 6 targets, I think it was.
Yep.
So you know, and 2 of those I think came at the end. It was 31-6 by that point. So
right,
yeah. So Diggs played well from a coverage standpoint. It was. He for whatever reason of late, he wants no business tackling. I don't know why.
Right.
When he was tackling well earlier in the season.
When it's on the line, he'll tackle, but
it's always on the line. It was on the line. On Monday.
It's always on the line. Your ass need to go tackle, bro. ADL Drop 5 says, am I wrong for being upset they were using Zeke to run out the clock instead of Tony? Yo, Zeke can run the clock out if you want to. I just didn't want them to run the clock out when we should have been constantly trying to put points on the board. Like we shouldn't let off the gas or whatever. But if Zeke's gonna be running the clock out,
I was just about to say what Kathleen said. I'm fine in that type of situation. You're up 31-6. Hey, let's take some of this wear off of TP. Save it for next week. Go ahead, let Zeke.
Or Zeke done went from a star to hey man, take the blows off to hey man, get his coffee, carry his helmet, Zeke, carry Tony pads. Why don't you? Respect. Twan can't stand that boy. Brandon Wiggins dropped 5 and says, what's the 411? Dak and Mike about to get us number 6. If Dak and Micah do what they did yesterday, you're on our way.
Man, there's something. It's something. Dak healthy. Micah healthy. When I say healthy, listen, last year Dak wasn't, not mentally or physically, and neither was Micah because he came off of COVID. There was a different both of those dudes had a look and a feel to them.
Yeah.
And you need that from your leaders on each side of the ball. They were the best players on the field.
Set the tone and let everybody else feed off your play. You know, when you, like let's just say throw a pick or you missing and you go into the sideline, you constantly fist pumping. I bet Dak was annoying for the Washington game. You know what I mean? Because, Dak, regardless of what's going to happen, he's going to be fist pumping. You know what I'm saying? I bet he was annoying for the Washington game because nothing was happening. Like, all right, Dak, I get it. But when you beating the shit out of somebody and you fist pump down, all right, Dak, you doing that. All right, you got that. You know what I'm saying? Compound that with Micah Parsons setting up guys for other plays, him getting his sacks, his pressures, man. Guys gonna feed off that energy, man. Guys gonna definitely feed off that energy. Appreciate you. And landlord from Alabama, he dropped 5 and said, "What's happening, Voch and Scott? Them boys was looking real nefarious." I want to hear landlord say nefarious so bad.
He says it. He says it on the show. Yeah.
I need to hear it in my ear. Them boys was looking real nefarious. Let's go smack San Francisco. Bang, bang, Niner down. That's gangster shit. Appreciate you, landlord from Alabama. Hey, man, it's been a long show already, man. And I love y'all to pieces, bro. Y'all don't understand, man. Every time me and Will still see new numbers like this, we see, constant engagement. We see people hanging around. We see people tuned in, man. It just means the world to us, bro, because we know the volume see that too. The volume see that, and hey, man, it all turns to a big circle. It all turns to a big circle, you know what I mean? So we appreciate y'all for being here, man. We love y'all to pieces. Me and Will about to get to more work. I need to go to sleep because I ain't sleep last night at all. Honestly, like I drove from Dallas, got out the truck, got in the chair, cut the camera on for y'all. So, but I got film. We about to watch O-Line on Patreon, and after that, we gonna go on Twitch and hang out for a little bit. So we really trying to get the work done, man. Love y'all to pieces though, man. VOCHLOMBARDI on all my social medias, on Twitch, on Patreon. Come tap in with me. If you want to put an instrumental on the Mike McCarthy dance, put it on Twitter and tag me and the volume. And
we got one. Somebody tagged us.
Cool. We'll let it go for a day or so, and we'll go check on that, take a look, and see what happens there. And we'll just be doing that. And follow Will Steele on his Twitter also at Skywalker Steele. Skywalker, Steele. Appreciate you, sir, for being the best point guard in the business. It was fun watching the game with you. Somebody was like, yo, Voch, you need to start missing games more often because we start beating the shit out of teams when you don't go live. And I thought about it. So we'll see. All right, y'all hold down for the dose. You watch the Peasky Weeks because I just want to do my part. Volume.
Beats Planet.